Alright, so we got 3 starts in Sanctuary and 1 start in Link's house. We got 1 divergence from JSR. We'll see what's going to pay off. It looks like we got our first map check from about all 4 of them.
Interesting. Oh, we're gonna see a hooligan room from Furaime. Yes, I'm gonna pronounce him like this.
Alright. Yeah, so we're seeing a Houlihan room from Furaime. Let's see, he's currently confusing the game, so the game doesn't know where to put him when he falls in a hole, basically, which dumps him in this little error check room, which conveniently has a whole bunch of money. And of course, getting lots of money earlier is not so bad when you have to pay for $100 for the bottle vendor, $500 for Zora. It looks like we have the Power Glove from the Uncle, which is a nice item to find very early. I suppose Link's uncle went out to try and save the princess using only a power glove, but forgetting to bring any other weapon, which might explain why he's currently unconscious in the sewer.
Seems like the stun drop is a bomb. Very useful.
Yes, absolutely. In the randomizer, the stun prize, which is the guaranteed prize you get for defeating an enemy while it's stunned, is randomly selected from among all the possible enemy prizes. When it's a bomb, you can basically farm bombs off enemies anywhere you like, which is nice because, especially early in open mode, bombs can be a very valuable but difficult to find resource.
Well, they're not gonna have bomb problems in this seat because there are bombs in the top.
It certainly helps. Though you can farm bombs using the stun prize, it can be a little slow, so it's always nice to find some extras every now and then. So yes, to clarify, all 4 runners are racing the same seed. However, this is 2 separate races. The 2 racers on the top of your screen are racing against each other, as well as the 2 racers on the bottom of your screen. And Furaime in the well finds a nice 300 rupee pickup, which gets him pretty close to the 500 he would need to purchase an item from King Zora. Meanwhile, JSR is going to blow open the bombable hut to farm some bombs here. It's a neat trick that lets you turn 1 bomb into unlimited bombs, though it takes a little bit of time to farm them.
Well, you will find out soonish that it was kind of unnecessary to do, since
Yes, because
so many bombs in
there
Kakariko.
are bombs everywhere. So JSR hits up the chicken house and picks up his half magic upgrade. It's a half magic upgrade for all 4 runners, which should certainly help if they find an item like the fire rod before they find a sword. Because in that case, your fire rod will be your most reliable source of damage, and you'll be able to get 16 shots out of it on a full magic charge instead of just 8. Alright, so we've got SpootyBiscuit on the bottom right exploring the swamp area in the light world. Don't believe we've seen this from any of our Forerunners just yet, so this will be some new information. And there's a lamp. It's very nice. While I'm sure all of our runners are comfortable doing most of the dark rooms in the game without the lamp, without the fire rod, that's your only source of fire, so you may need it to light torches to progress in certain dungeons. SpootyBiscuit is going to continue to the east, while Furaime is going to go through the dam and see the $50 inside the lake outside.
Seems like the lumberjack cave only had the bomb capacity upgrade, so Aghanim is not required yet.
Yes.
Maybe.
Not just yet, but we'll need to make sure that they can get to the pyramid area without the Aghanim portal before we can say with more certainty whether or not we'll be seeing an Aghanim fight.
Ooh, was the fire rod in the mini Moldom cave?
Yeah, so a lot of cash in there as well, which pushes him above the 500 needed for Zora. We may see some fake flippers to get to Zora early, or might not. I know some runners like to do that, but some runners like to avoid sequence split breaks, especially early on, which sort of narrows down the places where you may find useful progression items because... Oh, look at that!
Ooh,
what are those?
What are those?
See. Those are the boots, sitting in the back room of Escape.
What can you do with the boots?
You can run very, very, very fast.
Nice.
Yes, and that's a helpful thing in a speed run. In addition, of course, the boots will let you knock some things off of high places, such as an item in Desert Palace on the torch. You can blow open a pile of bonk rocks next to Sanctuary. All in all, a very good item to have. And it looks like we got our first sword from SpootyBiscuit. That's got to be a bit of a relief for him.
Mm.
Meanwhile, DT picking up a mail upgrade up on Spectacle Rock.
Looked like there was 300 rupees on the Lake Helia island.
Alright, so given that there's been a lot of money early, we're probably not going to see that location picked up. But SpootyBiscuit is indeed doing fake flippers. We'll see after he checks the hobo what he does next. He might do the reverse fake flipper. No, he's going to save and quit instead. I was thinking he may have done the reverse fake flipper to get up to Zora and cash in some of those rupees, but he decided not to.
Yes, I saw that he got the Moon Pearl.
Yes, Moon Pearl is from the old man. It's an important item to have, but you almost always find it early because, of course, there's only one spot it can really be in the Dark World, so you're gonna usually find it very early in the race. It's certainly not an out-of-the-way location either. I'm sure all our runners are going to check it soon. Of course, DT should be aware that picking up the Moon Pearl there was a sequence break because technically they're not supposed to be able to get to Death Mountain yet. Oh, and it looks like we have a death from JSR. It's probably the crab that did him in.
Interesting.
Now. Yeah, those crabs with green mail will take off 2 hearts of your life bar every time they hit you.
Are you seeing
pretty
what?
ridiculous for such a fast enemy that you find very early in the game.
Ooh, Titan mitts in Zelda's chest.
Yo.
And are you seeing what DT is doing?
Yes, farming rupees. So he got up to 500, which is a pretty telltale sign that he's going to check out Zora, most likely via the fake flippers glitch. Alright, Furaime picks up his boots, JSR picks up his sword, and DT picks up his lamp. You know, SpootyBiscuit's going to get another lift upgrade in just a second.
So since that we already have Moonpearl and Titan mitts, it's highly unlikely we will see Aghanim.
Yep, we just need a hammer or flippers to seal that deal. You know, this JSR did something real interesting there. He stored a water walk inside the ice cave by doing a dash next to one of the pits and dashing straight down out of the cave. This lets him jump down to the south onto the water and immediately start a water walk, which is a very, very quick way to get around on water. You can just run, you have the boots. Yeah, Lumberjack Cave was just a bomb capacity upgrade, I believe. So, no one's going to be going there twice. Meanwhile, DT picks up his fire rod from the mini Moldorn Cave. SpootyBiscuit gets his boots. So our four competitors are kind of running around, going to places the others have checked.
Hmm.
If DT's going to get his sword, which I'm sure he'll be very happy to see from the Ice Rod Cave right here. Meanwhile, JSR is heading into Hyrule Castle, going to get his mitts.
Exactly.
Yeah, the mitts were in Zelda's cell. Alright, let's see what SpootyBiscuit's gonna do here. Probably King's Tomb, yeah. Yeah, King's Tomb.
Just a heart container.
Yep, unfortunately. No progression there, but you can't be sad to see a heart container when you have green mail and 5 hearts. So DT heading up to Zora's River using the more conventional fake flippers trick. The Moon Pearl allows you to do a water walk here, which can get you into the waterfall cave early. Yeah, Eastern Palace does seem like a pretty good check based on what we know. None of our runners have been there yet. Of course, they cannot complete it without the bow to defeat the red mimics. But they can check items there. They could get up to 3. Meanwhile, JSR is taking the Death Warp back to the entrance of Hyrule Castle, going to check out the Dark Rooms. Get the 1 item out of there. Furaime gets his blue mail, catching him up on defense with DT, and immediately heading out because there's nothing left for him to do up there.
And 2 players already have Dark World access.
Yes, this is absolutely true. With with the Mitts and the Moon Pearl, you can get to most of the Dark World from the Kakariko Village portal to the Village of Outcasts.
DT is checking the Haswella. Let's see what he has to offer.
A book?
Ooh.
So with the book in hand, Desert Palace, especially being a crystal dungeon, is now a very, very appealing play.
Hmm.
See if looks like DT is going to be heading to Eastern first, however, raiding the items out of there.
Oops.
JSR picking up his book. We'll see if he chooses to follow DT. I believe Furaime is also setting up the water walk glitch. Certainly looks like he was going to. Yeah, here it comes. Stuck the landing.
Ooh, almost got it. Ooh, Master Sword. In the first chest in Eastern Palace.
Yes, indeed. That is a very good thing to find. You just gotta hope that it doesn't lead DT to make a play on Aghanim's tower. Though that seems like it would be very unlike him to do right away.
Yeah, probably checking the rest of his cape first, because before heading up there.
Yeah, I can't imagine he would head up there right away. I mean, it is true Aghanim could still be required. But at this point, it seems unlikely. Still very within the realm of possibility, but if you can get to the Western Dark World, you'll usually find what you need to get to the East. Usually, not always. Interestingly, Spooty's making a rush straight to Mothula on 6 hearts. Blue Mail, yes. Half Magic and Fire Rod, yes, but also 6 hearts. That's a, I mean, I'm sure you can do it, but it's a pretty ballsy play.
It's not. Mothula is easy.
Yeah, says you. Well, let's see how it goes. Fire Rod hit, Sword Spin, Sword Slash, more Fire Rod. Getting good clean hits in when Mothula's away from the spikes, making sure he gets the damage in. Not hitting him when it won't do anything.
See, it was easy.
He sure made it look that way. Meanwhile, DT finding the Quake Medallion is the final item in Eastern Palace and heading straight out. We're getting another map check here from Furaime. See, we got the red pendant in Thieves Town. That's always a little bit annoying, the pendant in Thieves Town, because it's such a easily accessible dungeon. Requires very few items to complete, even though you do need the hammer to check that one location. But given that it's such an easy dungeon in terms of like items you need to clear it, it's always a little bit annoying to see it being a pendant and you don't know if it's actually required or not.
There's Aether on the desert ledge.
Interesting. And of course, being able to enter Desert Palace, he will be able to get it.
And there was the flute in Skullwoods.
Wow.
What's interesting that both left side players are heading to desert and both right side are in Skullwoods.
Interesting, yeah.
Somehow that happens way too often.
Alright, good bomb jump from Furaime to get to the big chest. Finding only a piece of heart there, so we've got a piece of heart and a flute in Skull Woods. The snowflake-looking thing next to crystal or pendant in the tracker is an asterisk to denote that those crystals or pendants open up further progression. When you collect the green pendant, you'll be able to show it to Sahasrara for him to give you one item. If you collect crystals 5 and 6, the bomb shop will stock the super bomb, which is necessary to break into the Pyramid Fairy's room and collect 2 items there.
It seems like the Landmolars has the last item.
Yes, indeed. Luckily for our runners, they all have the ability to complete it with gloves to get in and fire sources to complete.
Ooh, the mirror in the chess game. He's now able to activate his flute.
Yeah, very conveniently too. Can't imagine that the mirror is going to go missing for any of our runners for long, because that is, again, not a very out-of-the-way location. The only way you'd miss that is if you somehow ran out of money to play the game, and that ain't happening.
Well, with that much rupees we already got in the seats, no.
Yeah, exactly. So DT has collected his Ether Medallion from the Desert Ledge and is now making the climb to the Landmola's fight. Got a digging game from Furaime. And just bombs.
And the
So
red
pick 'em up
boomerang
anyway.
and the C-shaped horse.
Yes, the proverbial lagarang.
The blue boomerang is better.
Yeah, I generally agree.
The only good thing about the red boomerang is his color.
Ah, you like the red more than blue?
Yep.
Alright, so that's a pretty good Landmola's fate from DT, and it rewards him with the flippers.
Well, he will need it later for Swamp.
Yep, Swamp being a crystal dungeon, he will certainly need it to get through there. Meanwhile, we have Spooty walking around in the Thieves Town, finding some money. And not super helpful right now. It's not the kind of thing you want to find in a pendant dungeon. The Aghanim Dream is not entirely dead. I think the only situation where Aghanim can be required right now is if the Pyramid Fairy is required and you don't find Hammer, because you'll need to either take the big bomb across the Hammer Pegs Bridge or use the Aghanim Warp, which of course you have to defeat Aghanim to get. You can get around this by doing a glitch that lets you swim with the bomb. I don't know which of our runners, if any, know how to do this or are comfortable with pulling it off. But yeah.
I doubt that we.
Yeah, as
this
Chad
trick.
points out, Pod being one of Crystal's 5 or 6 also kind of kills that idea, because there's no way you're getting Crystals 5 and 6 without the hammer. So I suppose then, yeah, Aghanim is dead. Thanks, chat.
It seems like that DT is now on his way to pick up his Titan mids.
Yes, absolutely.
And it seems like that Maya requires Aoife, and Aoife is luckily right on the desert ledge.
Right there, yeah. Very convenient. Alright, JSR safely escorting the old man to his house and being rewarded with the magical moon pearl.
Seems like that the maiden chest has a sword upgrade.
Yeah, indeed it does. So that's 3 sword upgrades we are aware of. Indeed, he's getting his Titan Smiths pretty much right now. Well, Furaime is going to make the climb up to Landmolith to collect his flippers and another crystal. Also, the silver arrows in TT. Yikes. That's a good check. No required progression found there, but a sword upgrade and silvers are certainly nothing to be unhappy about. Well, Spooty activating his swag duck. He's going to take it right to the mire area. Yeah, in terms of trolling, not much at all has happened. Items have been pretty easy to find, nothing hidden in a very out-of-the-way location just yet. The runners are doing a great job of finding everything they need to move forward.
If you will see a pedal to check von JSR2Gamers.
It's possible. We'll see in just a second. The girl with the red hair is, I believe, from the Satellaview version of A Link to the Past, commonly known as BS Zelda. She was one of 2 playable characters in that game.
What would be the English title again? Sacred Stones or something?
Sacred Tablets, I believe.
Tablets, yes, tablets, I believe it was.
DT checking the pedestal. It looks like the pedestal is holding a bee in a bottle.
I would get it.
I'm sure you would. Yeah, ancient stone tablets, that is correct. Thank you, Keith, not Keith.
Ah, yeah. And why Sacred Stones was Fire Emblem. Damn it.
There's our hammer, Misery Mire.
Wow.
Interesting spot for it. But I mean, given the scene, it's not really a terribly trolly location even. Obviously, checking a Misery Mire without the cane is always a little bit uncomfortable, but I mean, not much else you're really gonna do. It's certainly not a gamble, I would say, to come in here at this point. Man, if DT chooses not to do the same anytime soon, that could just slow him down and let Furaime build up quite a bit of an advantage.
Well, he is picking up the flute now, so I think he will check it.
Chat won't let the pedestal hype die, it seems. As they correctly point out, we have not seen any bottles so far, besides the one on the pedestal.
Oh, right.
So it is possible that if no other bottles are found somehow, we may need to pull the bottle out of the pedestal and show it to the sick kid.
I hope that would happen.
That would be pretty incredible. Meanwhile, Furaime almost completing everything he can in Misery Mire. Without the cane, he cannot continue toward the boss, but he can check out the 2 locations remaining, or the 3 locations remaining. He hasn't checked this one up here yet. And there's his red mail. It's a nice to have, but that's also the last item he can find in Misery Mire, so he's going to leave. Fortunately, he has not found either of the sword upgrades that we know about. So while he's well defended, he doesn't have a lot of damage output just yet.
They found the firewall, they have Titan Mitts, they have the flippers. Would you go to and the hammer? And would you go to Ice Palace at this point?
At this point, I might wait a little longer, but it would be on my mind at this point. You're going to get at least 2 items, I believe, out of Swamp Palace, guaranteed. Possibly a couple more.
Yeah, but...
Even if you don't find Hookshot there.
But Ice Palace has 3 items, and yeah... Is Crystal... I will do it.
Yeah, Ice Palace. Yeah, Ice Palace. Ice Palace is dangerous at our runner's current life totals, but I mean, they're good enough that they could do it, of course. But I'm not sure that they're really excited to make that play. So we may not see it for a little while longer, especially without Hookshot. Again, like Hookshotless Ice Palace, depending on the way the small keys are laid out, can be very, 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 very annoying. At least they have boots.
Well, they have boots, they have bombs, so to bomb jump or hover.
It's true, but again, these are the kinds of techniques you can't immediately assume our runners are comfortable with doing in a race. Especially the bomb jump. Most of the bomb jumps are easy. There's that one in There's one in Ice Palace that is like very difficult, and I don't think a lot of runners have practiced. But I think you can get around it, again, depending on the way the small keys are laid out. You wouldn't even need to do that. So both of our runners on the right now have a shovel, and they're heading to Tower of Hera. Wonder if something interesting will be buried in Haunted Grove for them to find.
Shovel. I don't like the item.
You don't? I know the story, I won't ask you about it. Oh no, Furaime getting knocked into the hole. Unfortunately falling 2 holes. Or falling down the hole 2 floors. It's gonna waste some time as he climbs back up. And DT picks up his mirror from the chess game. Now all of our runners have it. Oh no, not again!
Oh,
Furaime, no!
it
Happened
seems he had
twice.
enough. Pulling out the mirror, and
He's
there he
not.
goes.
He's not. Don't want to do it again. No, like no. It is not worth this pendant. I'm not doing this again. Falling down 4 holes is enough for one day. Let's not make it 6.
SpootyBiscuit kinda also fall down 2 holes.
Wow. The true winner in Tower of Hera is gravity.
We're gonna find out what. Oh,
Oh no, we'll find out in a couple seconds while we wait for this lazy dead rock to move.
it seems that Death Mountain is not friendly to Furaime today.
No, not at all. Oh man. Man, SpootyBiscuit, one of the most annoying things to happen in Tower of Hera besides falling in the hole to Moldorm is falling when trying to get to the big chest and then getting up there again and realizing you had nothing but garbage. Just makes it hurt a little bit more. Oh man, I don't think anyone in Link's Past Vanilla tells you the order of the pegs to squish to get into Turtle Rock. I think you have to puzzle it out on your own. Not so many different ways to do it, and the confirmation sounds help. You'll get a buzz if you do it in the wrong order. So you'll find it out within a few tries.
Hmm.
Well, SpootyBiscuit picks up his blue pendant. We know it's almost certainly not going to matter that he got it and Furaime didn't. But, oh, actually, no, wait. With that small key, yeah, he's got to go to the basement. They've only found 1 item so far. Maybe it will matter.
Well, we will see.
We'll see in about 20 years while we wait for these tiles to clear out.
So, SpootyBiscuit has now time to go to the toilet.
Yep. Yo, what's that? Did we find the bow? Sure did. Eastern Death Mountain, Furaime, picking up the bow.
Ooh.
SpootyBiscuit's gonna get it soon as well. You gotta wonder when our runners on the left are going to head up there. Of course, they gotta find the hammer first, or the hookshot, but most likely the hammer. Oh no, Furaime falling down another hole. He's gonna take the slightly longer way around.
I don't think that SpootyBiscuit will find the bow soon.
You're right, he doesn't have the hammer either. Furaime's the only one to have gotten it yet.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, why can't, like, Marista's missing her broom. She flies around all over the place in the Toho games, and unfortunately without it, she's not realizing that she can't just float over holes without falling in. DT finding only a single arrow in the graveyard, chooses not to pick it up. We'll see if he comes to regret it when he fires 3 silver arrows into Ganon and runs out later.
It seems like that Furaime also found Bombus. And... no, he's not gonna open against Turtle Rock now.
Looks like Furaime's heading up to the Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, since he found the bow and the hammer already, not a bad play to do.
Yeah, not at all. No reason not to, for sure. Meanwhile, DT is choosing to make a lot of plays that are not going to Misery Mire. So unfortunately, we don't know if he's going to be making any progression anytime soon, but we sure know there's progression that he is not seeing at this moment. Well, JSR2 is fighting Moldworm. Takes him out, gonna pick up his small key and blue pendant. We'll see if he goes into the basement to pick up his Cane of Burna, I believe. That's where that was.
There's a sword upgrade in the Maiden Saal at Thiefstown and in the first chest in Eastern Palace.
Yep, we do not know where the fourth one is just yet. Pastafarian, this is a... we're watching two 1-versus-1 races at the same time, all using the same seed. The top two are competing against each other, and the bottom two are competing against each other. Yes, Hammer and Mire certainly paying off for Furaime big, and it will continue to until DT decides to go there. Very curious on our bottom race with JSR versus SpootyBiscuit, who is going to head there first. With both of them finding a lot of things to do besides that. So JSR finding again no required items in Misery Mire, but if they don't find the cape anytime soon, you have to wonder if Furaime will skip Spike Cave for a while. Because without one of the two invincibility items, he knows that Spike Cave is logically not considered open. Oh, hey, look, there's the other rod. Found in Palace of Darkness. Now they have two of them.
JSR2Gamers are heading to Maya.
Oh, wow. Yep, this is big.
Is he going to do the bird toss? Yes, he is. I like
it. Nice. Bird toss. So JSR is most likely going to pick up a hammer in just a couple minutes. Yo, there's the Red Cane! Wow.
Wow.
This is the dungeon that sets you up for Turtle Rock, I guess.
Let's see, what is Furaime missing? Hookshot and the sword upgrade.
Yeah, that's it. Just those two items will have him in go mode.
And I believe he didn't check Eastern, so he could be going into there because he has the bow and it's a green pendant.
I would be surprised if he doesn't.
Yes, he is also missing the Bayonet pedestal.
It's true. And Spooty is heading into Misery Mire now as well. So the advantage that JSR gets by finding his hammer early is not going to be a very big one, because SpootyBiscuit is going to pick it up in just a couple minutes as well. Malpheus, In the Name of DT, is playing as Dark Link.
It seems like Helmasaur still has an item.
Yep. He'll be going there to pick it up along with the crystal. Man, yeah, the sick kid dream. We still haven't found another bottle yet.
Ooh, JSR2Gamers heading into ice.
Oh, Ice Palace. Interesting. Again, no hook shot may make this annoying, but I'm sure you'll do fine.
Ooh. DT is heading into POD.
So yeah, what's he going to get here without a hammer? And without the bow? I can't remember what was in the first chest, we'll have to see.
What was it?
If it was a small key and he heads straight to the back right away, he can pick up an ice rod, which hopefully doesn't. And the Cane of Samaria, yes. So hopefully he doesn't pick those up and then head straight to Turtle Rock. But I can't see that working out for him.
Yeah, but he also can lead to Maya for him. Since he knows what...
Yes, what's the cane? That might be what finally points him in that direction. And that would get him back on track.
And it seems like it was a small key, so he can check the back of POD.
Can't remember exactly where the cane was in the dungeon though.
It was... oh.
So he picks up his big key there. Where is he gonna go now? Yeah, down here to check the next one. That's the only place he can go, of course.
Please be a key. Yes.
There's a small key. Where is he gonna use it?
I hope in the back. Well, you are... so... is he? No, he isn't.
No, he's bombing the left. Well, there may be another small key here.
Let's hope. Let's hope for him.
Well, Furaime going to, as we predicted, clear out the Eastern Palace. Alright, so DT has another key. He's going to keep going.
So you need to choose in this seat if you double dip POD or double dip Misery Mire.
Yeah, I suppose that is very true. You get to pick which dungeon gets to be annoying for you. That's interesting. SpootyBiscuit picking up his bombos and his bow.
Yep.
Gotta be very happy to see both of those.
Good. TT gave up in the bomb jump idea.
Picking up his ice rod.
I hope there's a small key here. Yes. Please go to the south now. Not to the left. Good.
There's the cane for him. Alright.
And I believe, no, he is attempting to do the bomb jump. The hammer jump.
Yep, we'll get him into the dark maze without a key so he can not worry about those two locations. But unfortunately, we know that we need him to get to the Misery Mire to get back in this race. Here we go. SpootyBiscuit is opening up Turtle Rock. Unfortunately, we know that without the Ice Rod, he's not going to be able to complete the dungeon. Let's see if he's going to actually go inside or if he's just opening it up. No, he's just opening it up.
Well, he can't go inside without
Oh yeah, he has no cane, of course. Yeah, and you're not going to get that cane without finding the Ice Rod first. JSR was attempting to do a bomb jump across to get to the big chest, but unfortunately falls in instead, and there's no way he can get there right now.
DT now in my area.
Yep, he's going to get his hammer soon, but he's going to have a bit of a gap to make up at this point. Not having the hammer for so long really hamstrings your progress. Meanwhile, Furaime has picked up a sword upgrade. So now all he needs is the hook shot to be able to complete the game.
It seems that DT is opting to go into Maya.
Okay, guys, pun not intended. Come on.
Oh. Did you see what JSR2Gamers just got?
Oh, I did not. Tell me.
It was a portal.
Ah, the pedestal dream is dead. Rip the pedestal.
Rip my lovely bee at the pedestal.
Oh,
I will never
that's
forget
so
you.
bad. Oh no, don't cry, Tara. It's okay. I'm sure the bee will find a use, another seed. Yes, the Sick Kid dream is still alive, but no one spams Sick Kid hype emotes in chat. Those don't even exist.
Time for it.
So here we have Mafia Fight from Furaime, much more well equipped than SpootyBiscuit was when he fought the giant bug. Man, you know what would be really nice to have in this fight right now? Maybe a bee in a bottle. But Furaime doesn't need it. He finished his moth off anyway.
Hmm.
JSR, a little bit of a frustration head bonking on the wall there. He has to go back into the dungeon to pick up the chest and finds a bottle! Another bottle! Oh man, kicking the pedestal while it's down. Meanwhile, DT cane in hand is going to be able to finish Misery Mire in one shot, which is nice and convenient for him. It's a silver lining to going to pod before coming here. Doesn't make up the difference, but it offsets it a little bit.
Could be possible that the T is heading to Death Mountain after Maya, then he already can complete Turtle Rock and stuff. And then after heading to Beauty, he can make up some time.
Yep. The cane in hand, he has some freedom to do what he wants in the order he wants here. I still don't have the hook shot. No one has the hook shot. We don't no idea where it is. But he may be able to make up a little time here and there on Furaime just because he has that extra option. Yep, looks like Furaime is indeed making the dive into Turtle Rock. It seems the odds dictate that the hookshot will probably be found in the Turtle Rock dungeon, but of course that is far from certainty.
DT needs to be careful.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful here. He has no fairies, of course, because he has no bottles, so if he takes another hit here, that's it. He's got to restart Mire, and it's not something he can afford in his current position. Doing a good job so far, and yet finishes it. Very good.
Very good.
Alright, here we go. We're going to start seeing some chests open to Turtle Rock. First one is the big key. Yes, you can finish Turtle Rock without the hookshot. Hookshot is not required for anything here. We know that all the bottles are not hook blocked because JSR found 2 of them in Ice Palace.
And they're what? Heading to Ice Palace?
Certainly seems like it.
Yeah, well, it's a crystal, so why not?
Yep, he can do it. Might as well complete it now. He'll pick himself up a couple of bottles, which should make things a little bit easier. Alright, more chests open in Turtle Rock, finding only 2 small keys. Ice is not technically hook blocked. You can complete it. I'm not sure exactly how the logic works for hookshot in Ice, personally, but a lot of the locations in Ice are not considered hook blocked because you just don't need the hookshot to get to them. There's the hookshot. It's been found. Chain Chomp Room.
Wow. So...
we have
Furaime
a go mode.
Yep, he's already in go mode.
All he has to do now is collect the remaining crystals and then go to Ganon's tower and finish the game. That's our first go mode.
Of course, he's in a slightly disadvantage because he has no silver arrows and no sword upgrades. Also, only Master Sword at the moment.
Yep, we still don't know where the 4th sword upgrade is. But if he doesn't find that, he's going to have a slightly harder time than the other runners going up Ganon's tower through the gauntlet and fighting Ganon himself. So we have SpootyBiscuit finishing up Palace of Darkness by defeating Helmasaur at the same moment as JSR enters the dungeon. For a very brief moment, they will be in the same building.
If DT's opting to head to Death Mountain after Ice Palace, then the top race will be a close one. Let's analyze the bottom one.
So SpootyBiscuit is heading up to Death Mountain. Might he be going to Turtle Rock as well? Because if that is the case, he will pick up his hookshot soon too. And he will have cemented his advantage versus JSR.
I predict both races will be close ones.
We shall see. Certainly always hoping for close races.
Yeah, DT is missing 3 items, but he just needs to head up to Death Mountain and then he has it, basically.
Yeah, he will find the bow in we'll find the bow in Eastern Death Mountain.
And Bombos
And
also.
Bombos right next to it, yeah. And then Hookshot is in Turtle Rock, so it is possible that DT can get to Go mode very quickly depending on his next move after finishing Ice Palace.
If he goes to Death Mountain, then it will be a close race between these two.
Alright. Let's see how this Trinex fight goes for Furaime. With the Master Sword opting to bring out the hammer to finish off the 2 elemental heads. Certainly a good option, but it can be a bit tricky with the finicky hitbox the hammer has. Of course, the Ice Rod, with its slow-moving projectile, is also hard to hit the head with in the first place. But he's got the more difficult one down. Decides to melt the ice head by spamming a lot of fire at it. It works.
I'm wondering, what animal is Trinix?
I think he's supposed to be like a big 3-headed turtle, but I mean,
But
like a big...
clearly a snake.
Yeah, well, now he's a snake. Alright, turtle, snake, doesn't matter now, because it's dead.
Well, first he was a turtle, then a snake, so he is a transformer.
3-headed hermit snake. That's an interesting idea. Yo, we got a bee in a bottle?
What? Really? Nice!
Terry, you don't have to cry anymore.
Yes! DT needs to be careful.
Or was it a fairy? No. The chat's leading us astray. I
What?
saw the bottle, but I couldn't see what was inside it.
People are lying to me. Ah,
Alright, so we have our second go mode of the race. SpootyBiscuit in the bottom right now has all the items he needs to finish the game.
let's see where DT is heading now.
Alright, where is he fluting to? You gotta
Oh,
hope
to
he flutes
that
to
mountain.
1.
One.
That's not 1! That's
Well,
3!
he's checking Zigcat. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Come,
yes, I
give him
know,
his
but
ward
he's fine.
upgrade. Okay.
Nope, only a heart container.
Now go to 1.
Okay, there's one. Alright.
Ah, good boy.
So he's getting back on track. Well, SpootyBiscuit is about halfway through the Turtle Rock dungeon. Searching for that extra small key he needs.
I dare you, go not into Hera. East of Mountain looks more lucrative.
We are still missing one sword. No one has been in Swamp Palace yet, so Furaime might end up stumbling upon it somewhere here, but you gotta wonder if he's even going to be checking treasure chests given that he is in go mode.
Dash password? Good.
Okay, no hair from DT. It's good for him.
Is he going right to Turtle Rock?
Certainly going to the Dark World. We'll see if he intends to enter Turtle Rock after opening it up here.
He can't.
No bombos, you're right. He has to get that first. I don't think he even knew that, though. So I think he was gambling on the 2/3 chance that he could get in there. Good thing, though, is that he's going to find it in just a second.
Hmm.
And he'll be a bomb jump away from getting back up there, too.
There's the bombers and there's the bow.
Alright, let's see what happens now.
Of course, he will check the other chests first.
Probably will. Can't imagine he wouldn't. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, so we got another Trinex fight from SpootyBiscuit this time. It's doing the same strategy that Furaime did, bringing out the hammer. Finishes off the fire head easy. Going with flashes for the ice head, which is probably fine, because the fire rod does some extra damage. He had the magic to spare because he didn't need to hit the fire head so many times. Yeah, Furaime checking an easy chest along the way, luckily finding the powder.
That's a good.
Very good thing to have. I mean, even with red mail and a decent amount of hearts, Gannis Tower can go bad for anyone. So it's nice to have the ability to use the anti-fairies to refill on your health whenever you see them.
It seems that DT is going back to Turtle Rock.
No, miniature catfish. It's not that snakes have necks, it's that snakes are necks. Just totally neck, nothing but neck. They are 100% neck and 100% tail because a tail is just a type of neck, only connected on one end. Alright, DT indeed going into Turtle Rock. He's going to pick up his hook shot. He's going to be in go mode as well.
Hmm.
No, Plagued One. It's not that... I mean, maybe you have a tail. I don't know. But a tail is a type of neck. Like, all tails are necks, but not all necks are tails.
What?
A tail is just a neck that is connected on one end. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot about the biology of those flying creatures that spit bombs because any scientist that's gotten close enough to them has just gotten blown up.
But my thesis is that their spit is nitroglycerin that explodes when they spit it out.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine, I suppose. So Furaime still solidly in the lead in the Ice Palace.
Yep.
He's just going around collecting the last 2 crystals he needs. This and Misery Mire. Misery Mire will be very fast because, of course, he's already found the big key. What do you call an Alolan Executor's tail? It's a tail. He has 2 tails. One of them is his neck. No, other way around. He has 2 necks. One of them is his tail. Forgive me. That was a mistake.
Well, all of them are in go mode now.
Yep. All 4 of them. All 4 of them have their hookshot. They are in go mode. Nothing but a race to the finish at this point.
Let's see. Misery Mire will be the last dungeon for Furaime.
Mm-hmm.
SpootyBiscuit needs to do Misery Mire and POD? No. What is this? Ice Palace.
Yep. Yes, to finish Swamp Palace, then do Ice Palace and Mire.
JSR2Gamers, Turtle Rock, Mystery Mire, and Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Entities, well, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, well, he has to do Pod, and he has already finished Mire.
Yep. But Pod will be fast one.
That's for sure. Who's winning? At this point, Furaime is in the lead. Once he collects this crystal from Cold Stare, he will only need to quickly rush Vitreous, finish Vitreous off, and he'll be able to go to Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
SpootyBiscuit is probably the one behind him at this point.
Furaime has the advantage over DT at the moment with the crystal lead, and Spooty over JSR2Gamers.
Yep, that seems to be the case. So it's simply an execution race at this point, except, of course, for the great equalizer that is Ganon's Tower. We may see a left side, right side gamble from one end up pulling them back in the lead in either of these races. So yeah, Furaime is not going to spend a lot of time in Misery Mire here at all. It's already been through here once. He just needs to defeat the boss and leave.
Nice cane dash by DT.
It's always cool to see. Yes, all 4 of our runners are in go mode, indeed. So So with the Tempered Sword, DT is going to have the easiest time of Trinex of all 4 of our runners. He's the only one who currently has the Tempered Sword. He's able to get through the first phase very quickly. And there it is. No problem at all. Alright, so SpootyBiscuit gets the Ice Palace bomb jump and will continue. While JSR is finishing off the second head of Trinex. What do I think is in the validation chest? Red Rupee. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
So, since Furaime is now fighting his last crystal boss, it's slowly time for you know what?
Indeed.
Time to guess in which chest the big key in Ganon's tower is.
What's Furaime doing?
Yes, I'm wondering too.
I think you realize what he was doing. He's already been here. He's already got this crystal. Curious what that was about. Oh, he's picking up extra arrows. That is a very, very smart thing to do. Didn't realize how low his arrow count was, but he did need some extras for Ganon's tower, so it was some good, quick thinking to pick him up there while he had easy access to some.
Oh, getting squirrel blocked.
As Furaime dodges the Lionels here. He's about to enter Ganon's tower.
Yep. Seems he is heading to the right side first.
Yep, that's the usual play. That's a play that is very much in vogue lately.
Hmm.
If you go to the right side, find a small key, and check out the right side first before going to the left. Most runners seem to be doing it these days.
Even I am doing it.
Same here. Alright, that's 6 locations checked. No big key just yet. Now let's check the left side. Mushroom on the torch. Maybe the wishes have the big key. Ooh.
Number 8. Number 9.
9.
Hmm. What?
I guess putting those extra arrows he collected to good use.
Hmm.
Having a little bit of trouble with that mimic, but yeah, it's done.
Hmm. Oh.
Yeah, cutting them close on arrows there. Very, very good thing that... very, very good thing that he picked up those extra arrows in Desert Palace. Meanwhile, SpootyBiscuit doing the same route that Furaime did. Probably the same route that the others will do, but we'll see. Fortunately, with a relatively fast Ganon's Tower, not sure I see how DT can come back from this. But it still remains to be seen which of SpootyBiscuit or Furaime is going to finish first here. Because the silver arrows will be a big advantage in the Ganon fight. Especially like with just a Master Sword. Assuming that Furaime doesn't manage to find the Butter Sword, or the Tempered Sword in his case, on his way up.
Let's see if TT is going left side first. That could maybe save him.
It would certainly make up some time, that's for sure. That combined with like a possible Ganon fall from Furaime might give DT a chance. But at this level of the tournament, I think falls to Ganon are definitely an exception rather than the rule. But you never know. Silverless Master Sword Ganon is a fairly long fight that you need to be careful with the whole time, which means that there's a lot of time to possibly make a mistake. But we'll see. DT is almost the entire length of Janet's tower behind at this point. Yeah, Furaime is definitely searching for an extra sword here. Not finding it, finding only the net instead. I think his bottles have a green potion and a fairy, so I think he's going to want to have both of those. Yeah, so he's not going to bottle one of these fairies for safety. He'd rather have the green potion in his pocket. Alright, pretty friendly and well-executed Moldorm 2.
Yep.
Only finding some more arrows that are not going to be useful for him. Fortunately, DT not going left. Alright, so let's see how Ega 2 goes for Furaime. That was 2 or 3. It's a little hard to tell. I think it was 2.
Yeah. Looked like
1, 2, a triple. Yep, so that was 2 the first time. 2 and 3. He only needs 1 more. That'll do. 2, 3, and 1.
Very nice, Agnum 2.
Yeah, very good. Alright. Just one big blue monster stands between Furaime and victory in this race.
What kind of monster?
Well, usually people say it's a pig. I know you like to say he's a boar. To be honest, like, don't tell everyone else, but I agree with you, Ter. I think he's definitely a boar rather than a pig. But I'm not a biologist, except when it comes to the taxonomy of tails and necks. Alright, pretty clean fight from Furaime so far. Avoiding damage, getting those good spins in. Using the hook shot to give himself some iframes to avoid the fire bats. This is textbook so far. I haven't been counting the hits, but he's got to be done with Phase 2 pretty soon. He's been going pretty fast, getting a few good hits in each cycle. Getting a nice Ganon position there so he can spin around in the corner a few times, and we're on to Phase 3. Just need to hit him a few more times while dodging these fire bats. Fortunately, with the Master Sword, you gotta spin to react to him, so when you're doing that on reaction, it can be hard to hit him before he releases the fire bat. Yeah, you did it that time, that's good. Just needs one more. And we are on to Phase 4. Getting out the lamp, getting ready for that torch glitch.
And
he gets it, no problem. Alright, there's 1, 2. I believe it's 24 Master Sword spins to finish him off, is that correct?
I believe so.
Well, that's 3. 4. Very good so far. There's 5. We got 3 in that cycle. There's number 6. And 7. 8. Very good. SpootyBiscuit is starting his own fight, dodging the fork. I think we're up to 11 or 12 for Furaime now.
He's doing a very good job.
Yep. 13.
Getting those triples.
14. Wow, he's making this look easy, man.
Well, it is easy.
Up to like 14 or 15 or 16 now. Missed that one. Gets the next. And very consistent, very clean the whole time.
Yep.
Half Magic giving him a little extra leeway to use the Fire Rod. SpootyBiscuit cashing in that fairy. That's it.
Yep.
And our first finisher is going to be Furaime. And walks through the door with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 17 seconds. What a fantastic time. SpootyBiscuit onto the final phase. Just has to use a few silver arrows to finish it up. And SpootyBiscuit walks through the door, the winner of the bottom race, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 34 seconds. Another very good time. While DT, also in the Gan fight, cutting him up with that tempered sword and getting the silver arrows ready to go. Alright, we're going to be able to pull SpootyBiscuit in for an interview. Furaime was not able due to a lack of Discord on the computer he was playing on, but we'll bring SpootyBiscuit in just a second. Hello, SpootyBiscuit, and GG.
Hello. GG's indeed.
Congratulations on your win.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really happy about that because that puts me at 4-1, which means
which means that you are a sure shot to get into the brackets.
Yeah, never imagined I'd be able to do this well. Like, you know, didn't even start playing Randomizer until like a few months ago, probably. You know, got excited. Like, I watched some of the first tournament and you know, kind of liked it, but was a little slow to get into it. So it's really nice to make it this far into the tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Again, you were playing extremely well. was a very get to see a consistent execution, good routing. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell that like you were a relatively newer player from how you were playing here. That's for sure. I mean, that just goes to show that, like, and if anyone's watching has never played this before and is interested in trying it out, like, just pick it up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, play it
It's
for
a
a bit.
great community.
Join some races.
Really welcoming, and they're a lot of people are willing to help out newcomers.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a very great experience for me as well. That like just joining Randomizer, everyone's willing to help if you have questions. You get helpful answers, and I mean you can just practice this game by playing it. It's great.
Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting one, though. I was kind of kicking myself for not realizing the mire was likely to play and wasting my time in Hera, but overall I'm pretty happy with how I played that.
Yep. Again, the thing with this seed, as you might be able to guess, is that finding the hammer first was a huge deal. And Furaime in the other race in the quad found it very quick, went to Mizurmire early, and I think that's why he had such a big lead and was able to finish first among the four of you.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm still having a hard time, like, there's that little voice in my head that, I pick up an item and it goes, oh, you should go here. And sometimes it has good ideas, and sometimes it has bad ideas. And I'm like, I found that ether on Desert Ledge, and I'm like, well, I should probably just go straight into Mire without the cane, right? And I'm like, oh, that's probably dumb without the cane, but as it turned out, it was the right thing to do here.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in the later versions of the randomizer, right? Like, sometimes you just need to play the odds. As bad as it might feel to have to go into a dungeon twice, like sometimes you just have to, and making that play early can be a huge advantage.
And that was I was really torn about finishing Thieves Town, and honestly, with what it turned out to be in there, probably worked out in my favor. Meant I didn't have to go hunting for another sword, at least.
Yep, that was a thing that Ian got Furaime for a while. That he didn't go into Thieves Town. I think he was the only one who didn't at least go in there. So he had
not
no
even
silvers. Yeah,
not even like the front four or anything.
Yeah, he missed silvers. He missed a sword upgrade in there.
Yeah, where were they? Where's this other sword upgrade that folks found?
Wow, yeah, where was it?
One was in Eastern Palace, the first chest.
Ah, there we go. Never said.
Yeah, that's the one you missed. Yep. So yeah, lots of sword upgrades that were easy to find, but DT was the only one that got all three. Just the others, everyone else in the race just didn't quite go there. Speaking of DT, he is in the room now, and GG to you. How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, looking at the times, I'm seeing speed gaming right now. Looking at the times, as much as I want to be disappointed in a loss, I can't bring myself to be, because everyone's within minutes of each other. This is outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a very fun race to watch. Extremely close among all four runners, and very good times, I have to say, as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I
seeing a
just
sub
want to say,
140.
I was actually a little bit nervous that I don't know if anyone else checked the pedestal. I was a little nervous that that bottle was going to be the only accessible bottle.
As you can imagine, chat wasn't so much nervous about it, but they were actively calling for it.
Yeah, I'm sure they were hoping for it.
Yeah, then of course every other boss dropped us a fairy bottle.
Right. So that makes that.
Alright, so JSR has finished Ganon now, is walking through the door with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 10 seconds, so GG to him as well. Yeah, so DT, as I mentioned a little earlier, you were the only one to have collected all 3 of the Sword Art grades that we knew about. We have no idea where the 4th one was. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. Like, none of them were in very difficult to find places, were they?
No, none of the 3 that I got. I'm trying to remember where I got Fighter's Sword. Ice Rod Cave, I think. And then Master
Mhm.
Sword was Eastern Palace, tempered in Blind Cell. But
Yep.
I guess the allure of 4 items from a red pendant dungeon, or maybe it was blue, I don't know. It was an off-color pendant dungeon. I guess that just didn't appeal to people. Was that the only one to get silvers then, too?
Nah,
No.
I missed the Eastern Sword. I went to
Yeah,
Thieves' Town.
exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so we have our final finisher, JSR, in the waiting room. I'm going to bring him in right now. Hey, JSR. GG.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, how are you feeling about this seed?
It was a good seed. I mean, as far as it could have been a lot faster on my end, but I felt like I played well. I just guess it wasn't enough.
Well, I mean, technically yes, but again, you had a very good time as well. Like, again, hitting close to 140 on like any seed is certainly commendable.
Yeah, I felt like it was a seed that you had to take chances on, and I took some risks. And one, Hera didn't really. I can't remember if Hera even had anything in it, but
Burma.
Yep, Berna, that was
that's it.
the only
But
useful thing there.
G Spooty. I can't wait to watch it
geez.
back, man. But other than that, you just there were so many items that you had to double dip Meyer, and then if you took the pod gamble early with no hammer, you were stuck. You had to leave, and
That's interesting because I took that pod gamble early, and I wound up being able to go to Thieves' Town and not have to double dip anything there, or not Thieves. Misery Mire.
Oh, did you? The cane and the it was the cane and the Oh, that's right, because it was. Never mind. I was thinking bow for some reason.
It was,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the bow was up on Death Mountain, locked behind the hammer and mire.
But yeah, I mean, it was a fun seed for sure. And I guess just the routing I took just wasn't fast enough, I suppose.
Well, that's randomizer, right?
And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you play a seed and react to what you find, and
Exactly.
Yep, and again, I think you have nothing to be ashamed of. Again, with hour 40-minute or so finish, it's a very good time.
I appreciate it. I mean, these are always a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed running the randomizer with the community, and win or lose, man, I still have a blast in these tournaments, and I still have a chance. I still got to win next week if I want to move on, but regardless of what happens, I'm having a blast, and it's been awesome, and I can't wait for next week and see if I can't pull one out.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we wish you the best of luck in that race.
Thanks a lot, man, and GG's to all you guys, and like I said, I can't wait to watch the restream back. It's going to be awesome.
Yep. Same. GG, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so let's see what's going on the rest of Speed Gaming. Looks like we have another race going on Speed Gaming 3 right now. So if you want some more randomizer, you can go check that out over there. Of course, we have lots of races always going on the Speed Gaming 2, Speed Gaming 3, and Speed Gaming 4. Be sure to follow all those channels and keep up to date on the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament and all sorts of other great speed running events and races. Also, be sure to check out Randomizer Mania, Randomizer Mania 2, Randomizer Mania 3, and Randomizer Mania 4 for more great randomizer events, including the Link to the Past secondary tournament, secondary randomizer tournament, involving players who did not qualify for this tournament. Lots of other great, excellent, high quality races over there. Also, yes, Cyclone GU in chat points out, if you like Earthbound, you can go over to Speed Gaming 2 for a race happening there right now. And again, thanks a whole lot to all of you for watching this race with us. Thanks to the runners for a great performance. Please be sure to give them all a follow. Also, thank you to our trackers, Lyra and Flaffykins, for keeping up with this crazy 4-way race. It's been a great time. I've been very happy to commentate for you, and I'm sure Ter feels the same way.
Yep.
But that's going to be it for us for tonight. Have a great night, everyone.